Elsewhere, the Techiman Circuit Court, presided over by Justice Alexander Graham, has sentenced a 28-year-old Gideon Ankomakusi to a jail term of 40 years imprisonment on 2 counts. One is an attempt to commit robbery, and the second one is causing harm. The convict, a native of Tun Swase No. 2, a suburb of Techiman in the Bono East region, attacked a complainant, Dora Yeboah, in her house on Sunday, May 23, and injured her in the process. She was, however, saved by the timely intervention of the people in the community after her daughter raised an alarm. My colleague Anas Sabit has more in the following report.
Over the past few weeks, the rate at which armed robbery cases are being recorded in the Bono East region is quite alarming. The recent murder of a Muslim cleric in the Pro East area, and then also a military officer who has been killed by suspected armed robbers last week, is still fresh in the minds of many. Today at the Techiman Circuit Court, as a recent robbery case which occurred over the weekend on Sunday, May 23rd, and the accused has been convicted to 30 years imprisonment. Chief Inspector C.Y. Seteglo is the prosecuting officer in charge of this case. He's been telling us what transpired between the accused and the victim.
It's a case of robbery reported against the accused person. The story is that the accused person went to the complainant's house on 23rd day of May 2021 in the night, armed with pistol and some other objects. He attacked the complainant, and the complainant resisted in the process. So the accused person injured the complainant. In fact, the complainant struggled with the accused person in order not to take anything away, and shouted for help. When the accused person saw that those around were coming to the rescue of the complainant, he fled the scene. However, he was given a chance and was eventually arrested. After investigation, he was actually charged with robbery and causing harm. He came to the court and pleaded guilty simpliciter to both charges. He was sentenced to 30 years imprisonment for the first count, which is the robbery, and 10 years for the causing harm.
Chief Inspector C.Y. Setoglo says the accused, who is now a convict, is already standing trial on a different case before his recent arrest.
The accused person is in another case here in this court, and that case was started by the Attorney General based in Sunyani, but because of the distance and other things, it was handed over to me to continue. The accused person was granted bail, and he went and committed this recent offense.
Speaking with the complainant, Dora Yeboah, and she tells us what transpired, how the accused got to her house and then attacked her with a gun in his hand in an attempt to kill her and take away her properties. At about 7 p.m. Sunday, I was cooking when my daughter screamed, and when I raised my head, I saw a man dressed in a military uniform with a mask and a pistol in his hand. Then I screamed and asked him what he wants, and he said he's here to kill me. Then I asked what I did wrong, and he replied that he's gonna kill me. Then I noticed he's about pulling the trigger. That was when I mustered courage to face it off with him, and in the process, we both fell down to the ground, and the pistol fell off. We struggled on the floor for some time whilst he kept hitting me. But I was determined not to let him go because he will pick the pistol and shoot me in the process. All of a sudden, I realized he had used a sharp object to attack me on the face. That was when I realized my child has raised alarm and the people came to my rescue. He bolted away, and all I saw was that I was rushed to the hospital. Dora Yeboah, however, has an appeal to authorities. She's calling on the security agencies to intensify its patrols across all parts of the municipality in order to bring to the barest minimum the rate at which armed robbery cases are being recorded in this part of the country.
Yes, Rabban said, security no and no so
we are pleading to the government to increase the number of security personnel in town to protect us because the robbery incidents in the area is quite alarming. That's all we ask from authorities. Chief Inspector C.Y. Seteglo is of a marked conviction that such sentences is deterring enough to deter others who are also into the robbery business to stay away from the act. He says people who are brought to this court on robbery cases, when found guilty, will be dealt with severely.
Yes, robbery is at the high side now, and we are doing everything possible to ensure that it comes down. So when you are arrested, you come to this court, be sure of getting 20 and plus. And so I will advise my brothers there not to venture into that enterprise because it's not going to help them.
From the Techiman Circuit Court, my name is Anna Sabit reporting for JoyNews.